I know I have a lighter down here somewhere.
What are those?
Well, you'll probably think I've lost it if I tell you.
No, I won't, I promise.
Oh, remember how Pilar kept a lit candle in the window all those years for Antonio in case he came home?
Yeah, she kept one for Martin, too.
Wow. Worked for her, so I thought.
You're gonna light a candle for Ethan?
And Jessica?
If it were just that simple.
Look, I have a few more. If you want some. You know, I think all of our kids could use a boost right now. Yeah, see? There you go. You think I'm nuts?
No, Sam, I don't. I think you're the sweetest, most wonderful man I've ever known, and I couldn't love you more than I love you this second.
This one's for Ethan, Jessica, Noah. Okay. I guess doing anything's better than nothing.
Yeah, you know, Sam, I'm kind of cold. Could you get my sweater?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Be right back.
Kay. I'm sorry, Sam. But there's no way I'm going to let Kay ruin Fox's life the way Teresa did to Ethan's.
Will you stop pacing, Kay, or wear holes in my new carpet?
Oh, this carpet has to be 100 years old if it's a day.
100 years is nothing in the scheme of things.
Don't lecture me, Tabitha. Not now, okay? Not after I've done the dumbest thing I've ever done in my entire life. Why did I take the house phone off the hook and switch Fox's cell phone ringer to silent?
If you really want an answer, I'll be happy to supply you with one. It is all because of the spell you had me cast to make Fox successful at Crane Industries.
Wait, you're saying that I messed up because of the dark forces in the basement? They're the reason why I've been so paranoid and insecure about Valerie?
I warned you that spell carried a very high price tag, Kay. One never knows how the dark side's pound of flesh will be exacted, just that it will be. I'm sorry, dear, but you and Fox are over and out. That's all there is to it.
At least Kay didn't cost you more valuable time. I made it in before the Hong Kong office opened.
I can't believe she turned the ringer off on my phone.
Hey, you do not be angry at her. You knew you were taking a risk when you hired her. Let's not dwell on her childish behavior. You have to get the Singapore project back on track.
Yeah, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shoot Lee an email so he gets it first thing in the morning. Hopefully he'll see it before he figures out the Singapore deal's gone bust. If that's the case, maybe we can keep him on board.
Oh my God, it's too late. Lee must have gotten into the office early. He's furious with you, Fox.
What?
The deal's dead.
Oh, Ethan, will you die with Teresa by your bedside? Or with Gwen?
No, you gotta do this. You gotta save him. You gotta save his life. Ethan, come on.
I'm calling Gwen to tell her where Ethan is. She'll have an ambulance sent.
No, no, Fancy, please don't. You can't do this, please.
The hell I can't. She deserves to know you're about to kill the man she's married to, if you haven't already.
No, no, just wait. Just wait 1 second, please. Just give Noah a chance to get Ethan's heart beating. Come on, come on.
Oh my God, he's dead. You killed him. This is all your fault.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me high as breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive.
Hi, good morning. This is Fox Crane. I'm calling for Mr. Lee, please. Sure, I can hold. Here we go. Mr. Lee, hi, it's Fox Crane. Yes, I know. I'm looking at it right now. I understand. The Singapore project looks like a disaster. I understand that, but listen to me. Looks can be deceiving, okay? We can still salvage this deal. It's not going to be a problem. I've thought about it as long as I'm willing to forego my commission. Yes, I'm absolutely positive. Well, then you have them call me. If they need personal confirmation, that's not a problem. I'll be happy to talk to them personally. Okay. Do me a favor and get back to me on their responses, okay? Thank you. I'll hear from you soon. Bye. Wow. You think I've lost my mind, huh?
I'm just worried you're giving away the store. That's millions of dollars that would have ended up in your pocket.
No, I know. Look, it's, the only thing that matters right now is all the working class people that have signed on to this project. They're counting on me, you know? So, who cares how much it costs me? As long as I know I'm doing the right thing.
Damn spell.
Shh. Don't curse my spell, Kay. I gave you not one but 2 chances to change your mind, but you said no. You'd do anything to ensure Fox's extreme success at Crane. As I recall, you said you didn't care about the price.
Should have just trusted that Fox would make it to the top at work without any help from me.
Yeah, well, it's a bit late for Monday morning quarterbacking, isn't it, dear?
But what if I've lost him forever?
Well, then, you just have to find a way to move on without him. You just forget about him. I'm afraid what's done is done, Kay, and there's nothing you can do to change it.
Well, wait a second. There's something not quite right about all this.
What's that?
Well, how come he left work in the first place to be with me tonight?
Open it.
Our relationship was his first priority, not his career. Your spell's not working too well.
She has a point, doesn't she, dear? You're grasping at straws, child. My advice is give up on Fox now and save yourself a whole lot of heartache. Here, excuse me. Look, call him. Call him on the phone. Tell him it's all over. And that way there won't be any more fussing and moaning round here, will there?
I'm right, aren't I? Your spell's not working the way you thought it would.
Well, it's...
Uh-huh. That's why you want me to cut him loose before I realize that there's still hope. There's still hope for Fox and me.
I don't think I'll be hearing from Jess tonight, but can always hope.
Yeah. Just like I can hope that somebody will figure out where Teresa took Ethan. I mean, how she managed to kidnap him from the hospital by herself, I don't understand. And what if Ethan's not even alive? I mean, Sam, what if we find our son and he's already dead? What if we've seen our son alive for the last time?
Oh, Teresa, have you finally lost Ethan for good?
You've killed him, Teresa. I hope you're happy. He can be gone. Please tell me he's not gone.
It's okay, Teresa, all right? He's not dead. His heart's beating again, for the moment.
Thank you. Thank you again, Noah. Thank you so much. God's the one you should be thanking. At least now there's another chance for me to take him to the hospital where there are real doctors.
Come here. You can't call anyone fancy.
As if I'd listen to you after what you've done. My God, Noah, this is worse than finding you with another woman.
Look, I'm sorry I couldn't tell you about this, all right? But I didn't want to put anyone else at risk, especially not you.
You've got to be kidding me. Ethan almost died just now. It's only luck that pulled him through again. Oh my God, what's wrong with you?
We will talk about this later, Fancy. I will explain it all.
I don't even know how you got up here. How did you find us? I followed him. And it's a good thing I did. You had no right taking Ethan anywhere without Gwen's permission. Fancy, she was about to take him off life support. Which, from what I understand, is exactly what Ethan wanted. He signed a living will, Teresa. You know what? His living will stated that he didn't want to be kept alive by machines if he was brain dead. Fancy, he is not brain dead, and he would want to live. Maybe if there were a chance for recovery.
Well, there's not going to be a chance for recovery if they take him off life support. Don't you get it? We're trying to keep him alive.
Through the most immoral, illegal means possible. Do you realize or even care that in doing this, you're depriving his wife and parents of the chance to say goodbye to him?
I'm trying to keep everyone from having to say goodbye. I'm trying to buy him time, Fancy.
To do what? Lie there like a vegetable for a few more weeks, months, or God forbid, years? You say you love Ethan, but the only person you give a damn about is yourself.
Look, Fancy, that's what I
Noah,
thought
stay
too.
out of this. Ethan almost just died, Teresa. In a desolate mountain cabin instead of a hospital.
You know what? He didn't die. He is right there, and he is still breathing, and that means that there is still hope for him.
I don't want to hear any more insane words out of your mouth. I'm putting a stop to this before it goes any further.
Fancy, please don't do this. Please, I am begging you.
Save your breath. I'm calling Gwen and telling her everything. Your selfish little escapade is over.
Great. Great. You're not going to be sorry you stuck with me on this one, I promise. You have yourself a good day.
Mr. Jung agreed to hang in?
With a little persuasion. Yes, he did. So this is wonderful news. This is half of our initial investors that are back on board.
I wouldn't believe it if I wasn't watching you in action with my own eyes. You're amazing, Fox.
I am pretty amazing, aren't I? Of course, it helps having you here by my side, anticipating my every move. I couldn't have done this without you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, look, we're not out of the woods yet. We still got a lot of work to do, so back at it we are, huh?
Okay, I'm in it all the way. What did Yang say?
Yang said he's back on board. We did it, Valerie. We did it. That's every single one of our initial investors back on board. The Singapore project is a go.
Oh my God, I can't believe it.
Well, believe it. Okay, where's the champagne?
In my office, I'll be right back.
All right, you do that. I'm gonna call Kay. She's gonna be relieved to know that she didn't ruin my life.
You think she's still awake?
Still awake? Yeah, she's probably still awake. She was pretty upset when we left, right?
Yeah, but she had to put Maria down and she looked awfully tired.
Yeah. Yeah, she's not gonna care if I wake her up, though. You know, she's, I really hated leaving her like that.
Well, I'm not surprised, considering how emotionally dependent she is on you.
Emotionally dependent? Wait a minute, hold on a second. I've really thought of her as emotionally dependent on me.
You know what? Ignore me. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I do know, though, that she'll be relieved you're not breaking up with her over what she did.
Well, hold on a second. Breakup. Nobody said anything about a breakup. We had a little thing. We had a bad moment back at the house. You know, it was a little thing. Nobody said anything about a breakup.
I guess what you call a bad moment, I would call a turning point in a relationship. But good for you. You're a very patient man.
Right. Yeah. Well, no, I'm not. I'm not a patient man. Look, I mean, Kay and I, we have our ups and downs, but for the most part, we get along great.
Well, like I said, she's a very lucky woman. If only all men were as patient and forgiving as you.
There's no way that spell is gonna break us up. We love each other too much.
Yeah, but it's not that simple, Kay.
It is to me. Okay, because without the power of that spell, there's nothing to mess us up.
Well, first of all, my spell isn't the only strike against you two. And secondly, it is working. Maybe not with the strength that I anticipated, but we get 2 steps forward, 1 step back.
Well, I can live with that.
And it could change at any time.
No, Tabitha, I keep telling you this. Our love is strong enough to conquer anything and everything that comes our way. So you can go ahead and tell your boys in the basement they can take a hike. Fox and I are gonna stay together, and we are gonna live happily ever after.
I didn't
need to tell them anything. They heard, and they don't like your trashy talk.
Yeah, well, I'm not afraid of them.
Well, you should be. Because if the boys in the basement get mad, it won't matter one whit how much Fox loves you. You won't be around to reciprocate.
Fancy, wait, please, don't do this, please. If you call Gwen, she's gonna get an ambulance up here. They're gonna take Ethan back to the hospital, and they will cut off his life support.
It seems to me like you're doing something far worse, Teresa. You're cutting off his right to die with dignity.
I'm trying to keep him alive.
For whose sake, Teresa? Yours or his? Sorry, I'm making this call right now.
No, just wait.
Give me back that phone.
Just listen to me, please. Just hear me out. You tell me that you love Ethan, is that correct?
I adore him. He's my half-brother.
Then give him the chance to recover.
I would if I could. Anyone who loves Ethan would if they could, but they can't. The doctor said there's no hope.
Where there is life, Fancy, there is always hope.
Enough with your cliches, Teresa. Ethan left a living will specifically detailing his wishes. Wishes his wife is trying to carry out, not you, a scheming, selfish tramp.
That's enough, Fancy.
You've got some nerve sticking up for her after what you've done.
Look, whatever you think of Teresa, all right, she has Ethan's best interests at heart.
I just love how you defend her, but think nothing about lying to me. The woman you said you were in love with?
Listen, Fancy, I meant it, all right? I do...
Right. That's bull. You swore to me that we were starting over fresh. That we were going to do whatever we had to do to stay together and put each other first. But at the first opportunity, you've gone back on your word. So thank yourself for what I'm about to do, Noah. I'm calling Gwen whether you or Teresa like it or not.
Nancy, please, I am begging you, don't do this. Oh, Ethan.
Gwen deserves to know what Teresa's doing to Ethan. And if he's dying, she should know.
Sorry, Fancy. I can't let you make that call.
I'm sorry, Sam. I don't mean to be this needy.
I need you as much as you need me.
I just don't remember being this scared before.
I know. Maybe you're the only person I know in this world that I can count on for sure.
Sam, I feel the same way I do. And whatever happens, we'll get through it, and we'll get through it together.
You really love me, don't you?
More than you know.
Even though I'm a terrible father?
You're not.
Wow. I mean, then why did Jessica go back to Spike? And Noah's doing all right, no thanks to me. And Kay, even though she's turned her life around, she still had a baby out of wedlock by a boy who was in love with someone else.
That was not your fault, Sam. You raised your children with good values.
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
Well, I am. You can ask anyone in Harmony, anyone. You are this town's moral compass. If anything, I don't deserve you.
No. You're giving me far too much credit. I'm the lucky one here.
No, Sam. If I wasn't in your life, you would be fine. But if you weren't in my life, I don't know what I'd do.
Ivy, I am here to stay. I'm not going anywhere. This is Sam Bennett to be.
That's right. That's right. I always thought that proposal was a dream.
It's not. I'm gonna be here forever. You're never gonna get rid of me.
I don't ever want to get rid of you, Sam, ever. I want you in my life for the rest of my life. Make love to me.
Here.
Here. Now.
Can I ask you something? Why do they care if Fox and I are in love?
Because love is the antithesis of everything they stand for. Really, Kay, you want to have your cake and eat it too.
Valerie!
What about her?
That's how the Dark Forces are going to try to break up me and Fox, through Valerie.
You still want to call Kay, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's important. Yeah, she should know that we salvaged the deal. She felt so lousy about leaving the phone off the hook, you know?
Well, you can't blame her for feeling guilty. I would have if I had done something so reckless. Believe me, I'm not bashing Kay. Call her if you don't mind waking her and the kids. Not to mention that freaky Mrs. Lennox.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you're right. I can wait till the morning. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll tell her in the morning, you know. After she puts Maria down for a morning nap, we can have our own private celebration over breakfast.
It won't be long before you're having a romantic breakfast with me, not Kay.
Is there anything that we can do to stop Fancy from making that call?
After I blatantly lied to her? Forget it. God, Fancy's so upset she'd like to see both of us in jail for the rest of our lives.
I'm really sorry, Noah.
At least we know we did everything we could to try to save Ethan. I'm just sorry that Fancy's the one who's gonna end it for us.
You're not blaming yourself, are you?
Look, if I wasn't involved with Fancy, she wouldn't have followed me up here.
This isn't your fault. I begged you to help me. You didn't even want to. You know, I wouldn't take no for an answer.
Teresa, I am a big boy, all right? It's not like you twisted my arm.
No, I kind of did.
Look, I make my own decisions, all right? And I did what I thought was right. It's just too bad that things aren't gonna work out with Fancy and me. You know, we were really on the right track for a while there.
Noah, you can't give up on her. You gotta fight for her. You love her. Don't you let anything separate you from the person you love.
Come on, damn it. It's not even ringing.
You can't make that call, Fancy. I can't let you do it.
Don't you stop, Sam. Don't stop.
Okay, so all we have to do is get these contracts to Hong Kong before daybreak, and the Singapore deal is back on the calendar.
Thanks to your brilliance.
And yours. Valerie, come on, I knew you were smart, but you really outdid yourself tonight, you know?
That means so much coming from you. I have to admit, though, they never prepared me for anything like this at Miss O'Brien's secretarial school.
That's right, I keep forgetting you don't even have your college degree. Well, God help us if you did. You're going places, Valerie.
That's the general idea. And working for you, well, that's been a dream come true. I could do this for the rest of my life and be very happy.
Surely you don't mean that. You know, there are other things in life, Valerie, like, I don't know, marriage and family.
I guess. I don't really think about that much.
Why is that? Just because of the way things happen between you and Chad?
Oh, no, that wasn't all his fault. You know, I focus on work more than my personal life. But maybe someday, when my career is exactly where I want it to be, I'll think about finding Mr. Right and having kids and the whole 9 yards. But now, no. I have to stay focused. I don't know anyone who could do both things at the same time very well. I am so sorry I keep putting my foot in my mouth.
No, it's okay. I pretty much agree with everything you just said.
I wasn't talking about you. I think it's different for guys.
Right, well, you know, maybe not.
So then you've given it some thought? Making a future with Kay while trying to get ahead here at Crane? Do you struggle with that, Fox?
You know, I have had a gut instinct about Valerie all along. She's been trying to move in on Fox romantically by using her business expertise to win him over. She's making me look like a loser at work. She's the one who's been sabotaging me from the beginning.
If you say so, dear.
Yes, I say so. Where's your magic bowl?
in the sunroom.
Yeah, well, I need to go in there. I need to see what Valerie's up to with Fox right now.
Oh, I don't think you should do that, Kay. I mean, you can't always rely on what you see in there.
Why not? You do.
Yeah, well, but the boys in the basement often play tricks on me. They sneak fake scenes in with the real scenes.
I'll take my chances. Just show me Fox's office.
If you insist, dear. Kay's impetuosity is going to be her undoing, Endora. Still, I suppose that's the same trait that's got her into trouble in the first place. I don't know. Will she never learn? You know, she's going to sandbag her relationship with Fox without any help from anybody else.
What happened? You okay?
Oh, I'm just stucky, Noah.
Oh, well, we thought you were hurt or something from the way you screamed.
No, I'm fine. I'm just mad as hell and sick of taking it anymore. Now the phone line's dead, and my battery's gone. One of you loan me your cell phone.
I don't have one.
My battery's dead, too.
Sure it is, Noah. Just like neither one of you had anything to do with the phone line being out.
We didn't.
Look, honest.
Yeah, right.
I wasn't anywhere near the phone lines, Fancy.
No, I've been with Ethan.
Then those alarms.
They didn't mean anything, okay? Ethan's holding on.
Thank God.
See, you want him to live. You didn't want to make that call.
Don't you dare tell me what I want, Teresa. What did she do to get you over to her side? I mean, how did she convince you that it'd be a good idea to kidnap another woman's husband? Are you on drugs? What did she do, hypnotize you or
Fancy,
what?
stop it, all right? It's obviously nothing like that.
No, I just made Noah realize that Ethan deserves another chance. I love him, Fancy.
Everyone in Harmony knows that, Teresa.
Then why can't you see that I had to do what I did? I'm not gonna just give up on him. I cannot let him die without trying everything imaginable to save his life, or at least try to prolong it. Fancy, he is my daughter's father, and he deserves a chance to see her grow up.
Which, according to every doctor and specialist who's examined him, isn't going to happen. Stop pretending what you've done is some selfless action. I know the truth, Teresa. It's all about you. It's always about you. But guess what? It's over. If I have to, I will drive down to the nearest payphone. But Gwen will find out where you are and what you've done with her husband.
No, please, Fancy, please don't do this, please.
Nobody's leaving here tonight, Fancy. No one.
Do I struggle over my relationship with Kay?
I'm sorry, that was none of my business.
No, it's okay. You know, it's a perfectly valid question, especially considering where you're coming from. Gee, well, you know what? Normally I would do what you do. I would have a plan in mind, and I'd try to stick to it.
But you met Kay before you expected to.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
And you don't think I'm awful for being so concentrated on my career? I mean, a lot of guys think less of women who are too ambitious.
No, I think it's great. I think you have a gift, and you should go with it, you know? It's admirable. Especially, you know, like I said, considering where you're coming from.
You mean my local working-class parents and my secretarial aspirations?
Right, that's what I meant. You're a very impressive woman, Valerie. You know...
Except what?
No, except nothing. Except nothing. Well, except... Here's the thing. I hope you're not being too rigid about the way you want your life to work out, you know? I mean, it doesn't always happen in a strict chronological order. What if you meet the right guy before you reach the peak of your career? What then?
Yeah, I doubt that's gonna happen to me.
Why? Of course it could happen. I mean, think about it. You're an attractive woman. So what if you meet a great guy? You gonna walk away from the relationship? You gonna give up that once-in-a-lifetime chance at happiness just because the timing was off?
Wait, you're talking about the women in the papers who put off having kids until they're 40 and then it's too late?
Yeah.
And that's not gonna happen to me, Fox.
How do you know?
I just do. Anyway, I'd much rather be cautious than jump the gun just because my biological clock is ticking. I mean, how many women have kids before they're ready? Half don't have husbands. God, I keep doing that. I so wasn't pointing the finger at Kay.
No, I didn't think that you were.
I was actually talking about my parents more than anyone else.
Mm.
I don't want my kids to struggle financially. No matter how hard my parents worked, there were some really tight times. It puts a strain on a marriage, even a good one.
That's what happened to your folks then?
They adored each other.
Hmm.
But money issues kept coming between them. Made them drift apart.
It's a sad story. So much for the song, All You Need Is Love, right?
Well, like my grandmother used to say, you can't eat love.
This is true.
Not that you would know anything about not having enough food on the dinner table.
No, you're right. I was lucky when it comes to that, I guess.
It's a different world, counting pennies, believe me. Before I landed this job at Crane, there was a period where I had no clue how I was going to pay for my rent. I had to patch up my winter coat for 3 years straight because I couldn't afford to buy a new one. I've never told anyone this. I used to shop for my clothes at the Salvation Army.
It's okay. There's no shame in that. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
That's what you think. Anyway, I'm not about to start feeling sorry for myself. I'm not gonna do that to my kids. I'm gonna give them everything they want. I'm gonna work so hard they never have to know what it's like to leave the dinner table hungry.
Good for you, Valerie.
Come on, Tabitha, tell me what you see.
It's not for public use, dear.
Public? I live here with you. You're my friend, right?
Yes, all right. Well, don't blame me if you see something you don't like. You can only blame yourself. Endora, will you do the honors, please? Do the honors with the bowl. I told you you don't want to see this.
Oh, the hell I don't. I knew it. She's not only trying to one-up me at work, she's trying to steal Fox from me.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, they were working closely together. I think we should turn this thing off, and maybe I should make you a cup of tea, dear.
I don't want any tea. I want to see how far she takes this.
I mean, how far Fox takes this.
Oh, my God!
Fancy, please don't do this!
Fancy, come on, back here. Let's talk about this.
Forget it, Noah. Gwen deserves to know where her husband is. No. Someone slashed my tire!
Fancy, please.
How did you do this?
What?
My tire, damn it, you slashed my tire!
I have no idea how that happened.
Oh, right. It just conveniently got slashed so I couldn't go anywhere when you and Teresa were trying to stop me.
Hey, I didn't do this.
Look, maybe it happened on the dirt road on the way up here.
No, I would have felt it. No, it happened after I parked here. You must have done it, Teresa.
Fancy, you know where I've been for the last half an hour, okay? It's not like I came out here, I slashed your tire, then ran back inside. You know what I think this is?
No, don't tell me you think this is fate.
No, I don't think this is fate. I think Ethan's got a guardian angel who's watching over him, and that angel wants him to be kept alive just as much as I do.
Give me your car keys, Noah.
Fancy.
I mean it, Noah. Don't play any games with me. I want them now.
That's not gonna work, Fancy.
You're not gonna stop me, Teresa.
No, take a look. Look at Noah's tires. They're flat.
Damn it! Oh, I don't know how you did it, but it's obviously one or both of you. You're gonna be so sorry you did this.
Look, Fancy, it's obviously
I've heard enough out of you, Noah. I believed you one time too many. Now I know what kind of liar you are. You're just like Teresa. I'll walk to the nearest payphone if I have to.
Fancy, you can't walk anywhere, all right? It's already begun to snow, and the forecast says it's just gonna get worse. If you try to walk anywhere, you'll freeze to death.
I'm not as inept as you seem to think I am.
Look, Fancy, I didn't say that you were inept or anything like that, all right? All I'm saying is that you can't go trudging off in the snow by yourself, all right? It's miles to the nearest convenience store. Why don't you come inside and wait for the storm to pass?
All right. But I'm not gonna let you two get away with this. I'm gonna charge my cell phone, and when it's working, I'm gonna call Gwen.
I don't know who did this to these tires, but, you know, it bought us some time.
Look, Teresa, Fancy's not joking, all right? She's gonna go in there, she's gonna charge her cell phone, and the second that it is charged, she's calling Gwen.
Well, then I'm gonna get to Ethan because I need to spend every second that I can with him.
Fancy, look, I need you to hear me out, all right?
Why?
crying.
Yes, Noah. You know why? Because I finally thought I'd met someone who I could trust. Someone who genuinely cared about me. Only once again, I was wrong.
No, hey, you weren't wrong, okay?
No, don't try to weasel your way out of this, Noah. There's nothing you can say that will undo your actions tonight. Nothing.
I need you, Ivy.
Sam, please, just make all the bad things go away.
I knew it. But I am not gonna let Valerie win. I am not gonna let her take Fox from me. I'm gonna go to the office right now.
But, Kay,
What?
Fox isn't
For me,
expecting
please.
you. Use your noggin, dear. You need a plan, a scheme. What you're going to do when you get to the office. I mean, it's not always the wisest move. Murder, you know.
I'd like to wring Valerie's little neck right about now. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Oh, I hope she keeps her temper when she gets there, Endora. Oh, look at that, Endora. They're not kissing after all. Oh, those boys in the basement played a trick on us. My word, those boys played dirty. And now poor Kay's going to go storming in there like a woman scorned and make an utter fool of herself. Looks like my spell is finally taking effect. Poor Kay. Oh, she doesn't stand a chance, Endora. Not a chance.
God, if there's any way that you can keep Ethan alive, just a little bit longer, tell me what it is. I'll do anything to keep from losing him.
You promised me, Noah. You swore we'd stop hurting each other. You swore you'd be honest with me no matter how hard it was, that nothing from inside or outside would ever come between us again.
Look, Fancy, please understand, okay?
Don't touch me. Don't ever touch me again.
You're nothing but a conniving little manipulating bitch.
Kay, please, don't hit me.
Kay, what the hell's going on in here? What are you doing?
I hate you, Noah. I hate you.
I know exactly how to bring you out of this coma.